I wasn't.
Yes, you were. What were you gonna call me?
Asshole! How's that, asshole? You got some fucking problem with me because I'm white, Zeus? Is that it? Huh? Have I oppressed you? Have I oppressed your people somehow? I'll tell you what your problem is. You don't like me because you're a racist.
What?
You're a racist. You don't like me because I'm white.
Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on the video today. Much appreciated for you guys joining me, and much appreciated for all the support I saw in the last video. We're gonna keep doing this over here. As you guys can see, we have our friend here, JoeyTwoWolves, joining us for today's discussion. Today we want to be going over our buddy, our whole friend, Bruce Willis. We want to talk about him today. Brucey. Before we jump into the topic, as usual, I like to remind you guys that I always appreciate the support you guys give me. So anytime you like anything you see, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more of it, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, I love to hear from my viewers in the comment section. Last time we did a Johnny Depp video, we got a recommendation for it, and now people seem to like that video also. So please go ahead and make your suggestions, or let it be heard what you think your best, worst, and most underrated is for these celebrities. So without further ado, let's jump into it, man. Let's talk Mr. Willis. So before we go into our best, worst, and most underrated roles, I just want to say how Bruce Willis, like a lot of times that I said before for other actors that we're doing, it's like a real nostalgia hit for me. I don't think he's won any Oscars, but but his movies are fantastic. I really love him, and some of them really stir up something inside of me that makes me have a lot of fun or emotions also sometimes.
He plays a specific role really well.
He does play a specific. I don't think. Yeah. He has a tiny bit of variety in there.
You're just a love machine. I'm just a love machine. From the planet, but you have,
You can see some breakaway. It's minuscule, but it's there. Some people don't have that. Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Downey Jr. is Robert Downey Jr. So, Mr. Two Wolves. Let's start with the best. What to you is your best Bruce Willis movie?
For me, Bruce Willis will always be The Fifth Element, just because I'm a sci-fi guy, and the only thing I really didn't like about that movie, which is not his fault, is that he has to tell Lilu at the end that he loves her, but I'm like, you just met this girl. It's been a few weeks. How do you love her? But other than that, I think The Fifth Element, military background, his quasi kind of dry humor, kind of like Arnold, total action, and on top of that, we're in the future, science fiction, and I love it. Fifth Element, Luc Besson, excellent movie.
Fifth Element was a fantastic movie. Everyone knows Multipass. So, it's fantastic, man. And well, you know what? I'll say for me, my favorite goes back to a movie that I would religiously come home from school and slap into VHS and watch it while I do my homework for like years. And it's Die Hard with a Vengeance. That's Die Hard 3, not Die Hard 1. Die Hard 3. As good as Die Hard 1 is, my favorite one is Die Hard 3. It's funny how you can always see the progression in Die Hard movies. Like you have Die Hard 1, Nakatomi Plaza, Die Hard 2, Dulles Airport, and Die Hard 3, New York City. The venue just keeps getting bigger and bigger, Yeah. And Die Hard 3 was just so much fun. Like it was like one of those summer blockbuster fun action movies.
And Jeremy Irons. You can't go wrong with Jeremy Irons.
You can't go wrong with Jeremy Irons, and your sidekick is Sam Jackson. Now I know I put Sam Jackson in my most overrated actors video, but I like him in this role. I think it suits him really well. The banter in the movie, and I mean, come on.
His name's not Jesus. What do you mean? I called you Jesus. It's Hey Zeus. He was saying Hey Zeus. That's what comes to mind.
Yeah. What comes to mind to me is the taxi chase. Oh man, that taxi chase in New York City is just fantastic. So, and it's funny because I think Die Hard with a Vengeance was the first Die Hard movie I saw before I saw the first one. The first one came out when I was born. So
yeah, I think the same thing. I think I saw the second one first before the first one, and then as a kid, and then the third one came out later, which was fine.
Yeah. So that's it. That's my best. Now let's see what we think is not so good. What do you think is his worst movie?
The whole 9 yards, with R.I.P. Matthew Perry. I
Yeah.
thought that movie was just, whatever. Okay, he played the father and the hitman, but your dad's business. Yeah, but it was like light and funny, but like, no. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, it was. I think it was a cash grab for whatever reason at the time. I didn't like it at all. I thought he was just like, it felt like he had to. For me, anyways, he was just doing it because he had to be there. It was like I needed some money and just like, okay, yeah, I'll play this role. Just accepting roles to accept roles.
I agree with you to an extent. I think that was during a time when he was trying to break away from the anti-hero slash.
And it was also, I know what you're talking about, and every good actor does that, where they like kind of. Michael Keaton was one of them. He didn't want to do violent movies anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then he did like multiplicity and all that other stuff, and then
Jack Frost.
Yeah, exactly. So then, and all the back shots of that movie, I did not enjoy. Not because it was Montreal, but it was because the outskirts of Montreal. I'm just like, this just looks like a B-side movie. Like they didn't take good shots.
Well, I don't know if the whole 9 yards had the budget for like a cinematographer or something.
Well, that's it. And they were complaining about mayonnaise. They made this joke about like, why is it that they always put mayonnaise on their fries here? I don't understand. And it's like, is that a Montreal thing? I don't know. Like that made no sense. But anyways, that movie.
We put vinegar on our fries, but anyways.
Vinegar's good.
Okay, whole 9 yards. So my worst film for Bruce Willis is it's not very original, but it's going to be another Die Hard movie. And
Which
for me, it's the fifth one, A Good Day to Die Hard. Totally unnecessary. See, you didn't even know it existed. It's
good. I thought is that with little dude. What's his name?
Little dude.
A Good Day to Die Hard with him and The Rock Johnson are always busting each other's balls there.
Wait. Are you talking about Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart, yeah.
I don't recall Bruce Willis doing a movie with Kevin Hart.
Okay, because I saw something about Die Hard, and I remember seeing Kevin Hart, and I'm like, this must be.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, Die Hard is an actual thing that Kevin Hart did, and I think it's Kevin Hart's movie about himself wanting to do an action movie, I think.
Okay, that's what, and I thought that's what you're referring. I didn't even know. A Good Day to Die Hard, really?
That's the fifth Die Hard movie, which takes place in Russia. Exactly. What the fuck? So let's go back. You had Die Hard, Dr. Plaza, Dulles Airport, New York. Then you had Live Free or Die Hard across the United States. It's a national movie.
Yeah, whatever. But dumpster fire and all that stuff.
What's the next step? Worldwide, John McClane versus the Ruskies. So it's so ridiculous. It was so stupid. And the premise of the movie.
Hold on. Is he at least still divorced?
He is.
Okay, good. Because if he's not divorced, it's not a good Die Hard movie.
He wasn't divorced in the second one.
No, but you could tell that like it was.
Oh, it was on the rocks. It was on the way out, but it was it was the adrenaline that just got him together, and they banged, and that was it. But no, A Good Day to Die Hard to me was absolute dog shit. The story was stupid. Okay, first of all, the script that was written for that movie wasn't a Die Hard movie. It was supposed to be some CIA movie about a guy discovering nukes in Russia and trying to stop it. And they were like, fuck it, put Die Hard on it and put Bruce Willis. That's exactly what they did. And they cast Bruce Willis's, John McClane's son in the movie. So Bruce Willis goes to Russia to help his son who's in trouble, and then he finds out his son is a CIA agent and they're chasing nukes, and it's like, what the fuck? It's not this is turning into the Fast and the Furious. This is stupid now. He had
a son? I didn't know he had a son.
Yeah.
He had his daughter. I know he had a daughter.
He had a son and a daughter. In the first Die Hard, he calls them, and he talks to both Lucy and Jack, or John Jr.
Okay.
But anyways, the action was boring. The story was stupid. The ending was shit. The family dynamics, because the daughter comes back and the son is there, and it's John trying to be a good dad, and it's just really cringy. It's not good. Do not recommend. Skip. No need to see it. Now for underrated. I always like underrated because this is when it's a chance for people to see something that they may not have seen or to get a curveball. So, what you got for underrated? It better not be Die Hard.
Well, unfortunately, no, it's not Die Hard. It's a movie underrated called The Color of Night.
Oh, I know this.
You know that movie?
Yeah, but for the viewers who don't, please.
Okay, so I remember watching this a long time ago, and then well, I mean, the first time I saw it a long time ago. You know, I'm 42, so I was really young. I think it came out in '93. This movie. We have to fact check that, but around that time. And basically, he's like a psychologist who has a patient commit suicide in front of him. Whatever, goes to a buddy's place, figures it out. You know, has to deal with it. He becomes colorblind because of some psychological issues that he's dealing with this, because it's it's very traumatic for him. And then he ends up like one of his friends' patients or something, and then he ends up like having an affair with her, and then to find out that it's like a thriller, but like drama and like very erotic. Very few very hot sex scenes for the time. I remember there's some sort of some stuff happens in a pool, which to me is almost impossible. Like that stuff can happen to real people. It's like shower sex scenes. That's complete Hollywood. In real life, you're just like, don't let's not kill each other here.
Exactly.
And then it turns out to be, the girl turns out to be like, I don't want to say it because if people actually go see it, it's actually really good. It's a thriller, but I mean now I don't know if you want to watch it, whatever. Like you can just look it up on Wikipedia. But it was one of his underrated, as far as like, you're not expecting Bruce Willis to act that way. You see him like smug and like, I want to do this to you and like whatever. And
my actual underrated movie is a movie called Tears of the Sun. And oh man, that movie blows me away. Directed by Antoine Fuqua, the guy who did Training Day. Fantastic story about a bunch of Navy SEALs who go into a country in Africa and try to rescue an American citizen, I believe, or someone of importance to some government. And at the same time, while they're trying to rescue these people, they're come across the dilemma is like, oh, do we save these people that they're with or not? And it's just an absolute crazy movie. I cannot say it's his best performance because, to be honest, he's very stone-faced in it most of the time. He plays a lieutenant colonel who's like a leader of a Navy SEALs team, and to be fair, he's too old to play lieutenant colonel in the Navy SEALs. Yeah, you have your fucking Navy SEALs breaking hips in the field, but it's just the movie itself, that the fact that he chose this role, the script, the music, the story, it's just all crazy. And for those that know the movie, shout out to Red Kohlhauser. Fantastic movie for him too. Absolute badass. That's Rip. Every man has a crush on Rip. And Tears of the Sun, it's for me, it's a must see if no one's seen it. And it honestly, heads up, if you've never seen Tears of the Sun, if you've never heard about it, if you're gonna watch it, sometimes it's a fucking hard movie to watch. It's that kind of movie. Okay. So that's it. That's what we got for Bruce Willis, my man, today. It's a little bit unfortunate that we heard about the news about Bruce Willis, about how he's losing his vocal capabilities and whatnot, but thank God this man blessed us with his acting capabilities and the movies that he has. Man, it'll live on forever. Like, this guy's gonna go down in history as a legend of cinema.
In Hollywood, right? The three amigos there.
Oh yeah, the three amigos, the three Planet Hollywooders. So so that's what we got for Bruce Willis. Thank you so much for you guys for joining. And if you like what you heard, go ahead and hit the like button. Please subscribe also if you want to see some more. And as always, in the comments, please let us know what you guys think. What is your best, your worst, your most underrated? We want to hear it. And also your suggestions, more than welcome. Thank you to JoeyTwoWolves for joining us today. We will catch you guys on the next one.